Hey guys, we're here for another PR push. This time we're going down TNA, and as you can see in the background, we got Mr. Brian Lopes joining. I think he said he's done, what, 100 laps down this trail?
It's one of my favorite legal trails here in Laguna. So.
Yeah, and I don't think he needs much introduction for his past. Multiple-time world champion, World Cup overall winner, Norba champion. He's pretty decorated, and he lives right down the road here, so I figure who better to call than Mr. Lopes to do one of these videos with me. So we're gonna do same as we usually do. Practice run down. Lopes has a few spots in mind to kind of break down some lines, and then we'll come back up and put down a race run down Strava. So I guess another thing to note is Strava wise, this trail got changed quite a bit. Was it 2017, 2018?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact year, but
pretty much
yeah.
if you look at the Strava segment, it just goes pretty straight where there is now a bunch of corners. So I think it's gonna be hard to get a KOM, but we'll try and go fast, and the trail at this point isn't gonna change much probably in the next few years. So
it's actually changed twice, right? Like this top line was straight, and then just like in the last year or two, they put in even those switchbacks after the steep switchbacks.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah, so the trail is definitely not running at its full pace from when it was initially built, but we're gonna try and go fast on it either way. So sweet.
I think it's all like little things on this trail. Like you said, it's not very wide at the top, so it's kind of like just opening up a few little sections.
Yeah. And it also did rain, so we actually finally have some decent dirt. Yeah, little things like that. Oh man, the dirt is so good.
Yeah, we're getting primo conditions, so. Like right here, I like to get off left and then switch back over to the trail.
Yeah, try and widen that corner out a little.
Straight line there.
He's talking about. That's kind of a sneaky little off camber that you can slide on, so he had mentioned going down into the berm. It's kind of better, which I would agree with.
Try to set up wide here.
Yeah, these corners are easy to slide in.
Even like here, I like to go out, push, cut across, just to stay in the little banks. It's a lot easier to carry your speed, especially when the conditions aren't very good.
Yeah, definitely for these corners, it's good to get on the brakes and just let it flow through the corner. They're so flat coming out, you definitely want to try and carry that speed out as much as you can. Oh, there's a little sneaky line. Okay, yeah, last time here, I went inside, not the line. That's definitely better. So yeah, this whole section just used to be straight. Now they put on all these corners, which I'm honestly down with. It makes the trail longer and they flow pretty well.
On this next straightaway. This next straightaway is actually really important. Super rough, nowhere to really pedal, chattery, and the turns are subtle, but if you can carry speed, you try to straight line this stuff.
All straight away. So it turns just enough where it's a little slidey.
I think this is going to be the first spot we really stop, trying to show you guys the real line.
Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of the main, I guess, first bit of line, right? Or like real line where the trail gets wide.
Yep. Super wide. It's like probably the only part of the track that's almost like a World Cup race where it's actually,
for sure.
Actually, you know, 20 feet wide, and you can kind of go in a bunch of different spots.
Yeah.
Everything else is super minor little insides and outsides.
Yeah, and the main line isn't super obvious through here. I mean, when I followed you guys through, I definitely went the wrong way.
Yeah, if you don't know where you're going, I think it's confusing. But if you know where you're going, there's really only one line.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If you actually stop and look at it like we're doing. And so here are you setting up like up on this bank a little, or are you just kind of coming main line and then checking up?
Yeah. I think it all depends how fast you come around this left up here, right? Like if you're kind of where you're walking right now. But you definitely do have to cut across, because right after that is where you got to go to the right.
Right, yeah. So I guess the sooner you can kind of round that corner out, potentially the better, as long as you're not having to super jab the brakes to get into it.
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, like some people might go here because it's smooth, but you don't want to go there because that's leading you to the right too early, and then
then you're doing
then you got to go left and then right, and you're not. It's
2 extra corners. Yeah, almost like if you can start to fade, sort of like right here. And kind of.
Yeah, I think I just kind of go down this.
Yeah, I mean, even
it's easier to get up here. Just then you get kind of got a little something to bank off, just to get as close as you can, to the bushes.
And then you almost try and just like brush these bushes with your leg. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
Like aim to just kind of.
Yeah, it's funny because this whole section has gotten wider over the years, and
totally.
used to not be able to get up in this area that we're walking right now. And it made this turn actually harder.
Okay.
Because you know, you come in here and really this is the only line.
Yeah, okay. So last time I went over here just like without knowing where to go. So yeah, that makes sense. Because here you fully square up this corner.
Yep.
Versus, that looks...
this is just the best exit for this whole section.
And it's still not like it's still kind of a tricky looking exit because it's pretty flat and there's not much to bank off of.
Yeah, and it's janky like this. I mean, you could roll down that if you went like super slow. But,
yeah, I mean, you can see all these.
Yeah, but you definitely have to pick up off of it. And it's janky, right? Like the entrance, like when I take people here to do like little coaching lessons, I'm always like, if you want to do this, like you got to make sure you keep the front end up off of it.
Yeah, kind of.
Because your back tire could get hung up on some of the stuff.
Yeah, and to like manage your braking, because like you could totally, if you're too rear brake heavy, kick out and fall in that hole. And
yeah, and there's really like, unless you're in the perfect gear and you're maybe going a little slow, you're not going to be able to get any cranks in here. So it's really about setting up and then just kind of lining up for this and then letting it go.
Yeah. And then it almost looks like you want to land, and if you brake too late, you're going to end up like jackknifing. So it looks like you almost want to land. Do you like land, sort of brake real quick to get kind of light there, or do you just kind of let it flow?
No, I think because this is all kind of slow, and when you go off this, you're not really jumping off it too fast. You're almost going to have to push the front wheel out, you know, to keep it up. So you're not really going that fast, so you don't really need to brake down there. You can just kind of let it go, and obviously sometimes I just go over that rock and that flat rock down there. Just
try and stay kind of up high to not fall down into squaring up that corner.
But if you don't feel comfortable going down that, then probably your line is unfortunately the next best line.
Yeah, and there's really nothing too like easy through this section.
This used to be we'll call it the B line or the C line, but this has actually got maybe the gnarliest out of all.
I know, right? Yeah, there's really no like easy way through this section.
Yeah, so from here down is like the rockiest, roughest stuff, and it's like it kind of like makes a turn, drops down rocks, makes a turn, goes down a section, makes a turn. There's like 3 or 4
of those,
and again, it's kind of like there's not really any area to pedal. So it's really about like finding the right line and flowing through those sections to lead you into the next section with speed. And as soon as you kind of take the wrong line and screw up, all the momentum goes away.
For sure. Oh yeah, that felt good.
Yeah.
So much better going that way.
Yeah, then that right-hand turn up there is kind of like, I mean, I went pretty inside.
Yeah, but the traction's good.
Yeah, the traction's so good.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I go a little bit more outside, but usually that big sandstone rock, there's pretty good traction. It's just like the dirt after it.
Yeah.
right
But yeah,
now.
you hooked on it as soon as you got to the dirt.
Kind of like this, like you come out of these turns, and so this whole section kind of goes left, right, left, right. So I'm always like, you know, coming out of this left and just knowing I got to get far over to the left to set up for the right.
Yeah, just like getting your eyes up and looking.
Yeah.
Instead of just reacting.
Yeah, because you come out of this left and like you want to get over to
for sure.
this side for this right.
Yeah, and it's also just quite a bit smoother to end up there, and then you're rounding it out. Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like with this whole bottom section, was just like getting wide and getting set up early.
Yeah.
If not, it kind of puts you in like...
There is one turn down here, like it's hard to get back over left.
Oh, okay.
Because it's so like ridged out with rocks.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's a little tricky.
Uh-huh.
But this is the section I was telling you, like...
I think this is the section that kind of scared... Yeah, this was, for sure. I came in and I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, so if you are hauling ass, because that section that we just went through, you can go pretty fast, like, and carry a lot of speed into this.
Yeah.
And so if you go down this main gut, it's scary, right? Because of that big rock on the right.
I saw just like 2 big rocks is what I saw when I came in, and I was like, oh God, left.
Exactly.
And luckily left was pretty good.
And so,
but it was definitely scary.
And obviously you want to be over far left, because again, it goes
so smooth though if you go left.
So this was the section I was telling you, like I kind of take a funky line, because exactly that, I don't want to get on that rock over there.
Yeah.
So I actually come and I square up right here.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, like almost right where you're at, just to kind of bank off this side, so I'm heading straight down this section into the outside of that right turn.
Okay. Yeah, because even like on this line, you can see there's kind of like where the water runs out.
Yep.
And that's probably where a lot of people end up, but even if you're just 2 feet further left, it just rounds the corner out so much better.
Yeah.
And there's actually, it looks like pretty good support right along that bush line.
I don't know that my line is the fastest line if you're super ballsy, but it's a little safer for me.
Okay, and it's like repeatable at least.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
For sure.
Definitely. But this next, so after you come out of that right down there, then again, it's super, like you're into a left right away.
Yeah, I see that.
That's the left that's actually really hard, because you know, it's bringing you way far out to the right.
Should we go look at it maybe from here?
And it's and again, you want to get back over, but it's real ridged out and it's pretty tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny actually how really tame this section is if you're going the right way, but just coming in and seeing this, you're just like, oh God. Yeah, because here there's pretty good support.
I think that's always like the hardest thing when you're riding a trail at 80% or walking it. You're like, oh yeah, I think I could go here, I could go there, and then once you're going full speed, you're like, nope, not making it there. Yeah, so again, like I hit, you know, you're outside going around this right hand turn, and then you can get up here. So I'm always trying to get up here, so then I'm up here, so then I can cross back.
Okay.
But see how like there's the ridge there, like if you don't go right, you know, through here, right, then you're kind of stuck in here.
Yeah.
Which is not too bad, but I'm always like trying to get over here.
Well, because right here too, you're just like leaning into some dangerous bushes too. Yeah. I mean, almost more a tree than a bush.
Yeah, I think the problem is if you go full inside, then you're out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you really check up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then out of this, you still want to be wide, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't want to end up in the middle of the corner.
This whole section is, like I said, just a consistent series of left, rights. So it's always just like, come out of the left, get far to the left to set up for the right.
Yeah, so in some ways it's like pretty simple. But then it's just being cognizant of that when you're riding it. Totally. Easier said than done, too, I guess. Let's try sneaky inside. Okay, maybe about the same. Oh yeah, okay, that's the line. Yeah, that's nice, that's smooth.
Yeah, just stay up high on that bank.
Yep. And then kind of through here, you can pretty much just go straight.
Yeah, you try to stay straight. I mean, obviously the dirt's good right now. Like. Yeah.
Right now it's not bad.
Yeah. But you come through here, and then this actually is it's a little bit janky. Actually, it's a draw. I mean, again, you could ride it if you were going like 1 mile an hour, but which you're not. So it's kind of a janky little section because you're going downhill, and it's a drop. but the landing's kind of like
Yeah.
a little bit out there. So it's
And there's really no way to like triple it unless you're bunny hop world champion.
yeah. I mean, I just jump off and like get my front nose down to the landing as quick as possible. You know, just past the little knuckle.
Yeah, yeah, just to get out of that hole, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because if you end up too far right, you go into like even a bigger hole.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to. Okay, that makes sense. And then it's pretty much just straight down to the bottom from here, right?
Yeah,
Ish?
I mean it's fast, right? If you do jump off of this and make it over there, like you're going fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's pretty rough, and it's a little bit off camber.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely very, very rough. And the hard thing about this trail too is, I mean, for Laguna at least, it's one of the longer ones. I don't know if you know what the times are, but I bet you it's
I think somewhere in like
close
mid
to three,
like
or three.
low to mid threes, maybe right now with all the changes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's cool though. There's a bunch of little doubles in there to kind of stay light over. All right, so I think we're just gonna hike back up it.
Okay.
And then we'll put down a hot lap. Oh, we'll go that. Why not? Well, I got a PR probably because I have ridden that trail 3 times. Yeah, mine did like the map hide as well. Okay, let's see. Oh no, we got a 3rd on the bottom.
Nice.
I don't know what TNA the hard part. Oh, you got me on that one. 110.
Oh shit.
I was a 114. Got me by 4 seconds on a 1 minute
on the hard
segment.
part.
And then let's see.
Local knowledge.
Local knowledge. Brian Lopes, 2:42.
What'd you
And
do?
I was at 2:45, so 3 seconds.
Dude, you did good. That's awesome. Fuck, you were on it.
So I was, I guess, theoretically, a little quicker at the top.
Yeah.
At least because the overall, like, you were 4 seconds faster at the bottom. So I guess I would have lost. Well, I guess it's hard to know without, like, splits. But you definitely pulled more on me at the bottom.
Yeah.
Which is, like, the gnarly part.
That's cool.
That was fun.
That was hard.
That's a hard trail. Yeah.
Hard.
Me too. I was like, I'm turning the e-bike off, so I had it off and just like scuttling out of those sections. I was like,
Dude, I don't know. It's okay.
well,
but
thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out with me. I appreciate it. That was awesome.
Thanks for inviting me.
And I hope you guys learned something, and if not, just enjoyed it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments what trails you guys want to see next. Trying to keep it to legal trails in Laguna, just to keep things peaceful out here. And yeah, thanks to Brian for coming out.
And if you do this trail, make sure hopefully there's no hikers coming up.
Yeah, luckily we're here on a Tuesday morning, like
yeah.
late morning, so pretty favorable.
Yeah.
We were here over the weekend and it was crowded, so be careful for sure. It can be a sketchy run to run into some people on, but luckily there was nobody for us, so cool. All right, see you guys.